Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. I'm back and we're going to hang out with the trees. What do the trees want to talk about today? Yeah, I know it's Friday, but listen, kids, we don't get to party until we finished our schoolwork. We got to finish our stuff that we do. I know, Thanksgiving did not throw me off. It was the day before with all the technological problems, which reminds me of that podcast that I did that said like technology is a whore that gives you nothing. Sometimes the things that come out of my mouth. But anyways, yeah, we got to finish, hey, sorry. We can't party until we hang out with the trees. I don't care what day the calendar says it is. You know what? I don't know what calendar I'm going to be using for 2021. It's odd. Usually I have one like in queue, and I don't know, man. I got to get one of those food theme ones that have like dumb, corny food jokes. All right, so we're going to start out with a tree angel. We've been doing this with the deck from Fred Haginator, and we've got a tree coming up through the deck here, and it is Rowan. And there's two young tree spirits here in the Rowan bush. Aw, so cute. So apparently I'm not allowed to quit talking about the dentist yet because our dental hygienist, who is a sweetheart, was not there this week because she just had her baby in September, and his name is Rowan Montgomery. So anyways, blessings to them and everyone. Okay, everyone should get my blessing, even the people that don't deserve it. Yeah, it's like, can you bless everybody? Can you just protect everybody because you're the Rowan tree? You're just it's really, judgment is not your thing. Protection is, blessings are. Let's see what else is. This is number 5, which is also really good in my world because number 5 is the number of change. And I don't know about you, but right now I'm definitely sitting in some energy that needs to change. And it was reflected in my dreams last night, like the last dream I could remember. I don't know, we were somewhere and one of my ex-husband's ex-girlfriends, which I did not recognize, and her current boyfriend were there, and I don't know, like there was so much hate between the exes, my ex and his ex, which was a little disturbing because I had never heard of her before. Like for them to have such a hate connection, because hate is a connection. It is a strong connection. Like the people that you hate, you sometimes are more connected to them than the people that you love because it's such a strong connection. You're like binding yourself to them. And so anyways, I was a little bit like, okay. But there was like some books that I had to get or something that I had to get, like a box of something from their garage. And it kind of seemed like my mom's garage. I don't know why. I don't really know why. But anyways, during that time, he left with the girls and they didn't say goodbye, which hurt my feelings in the dream. And then they just left my son, who was going to get a ride with me. Now, in real life, my son is 18, but in the dream, he was like 8. He was just a little guy in the dream. And it just was like a weird dream. But I woke up feeling bad because they left and didn't say goodbye. And I was sad that like the girls felt okay, like they're like, yeah, let's just leave. Mr. Carr is calling, screw mom, Anyways, that was my dream. And then I kind of woke up and went instantly into the dentist thoughts, You know how you do that? You're just like, damn it, I don't want to think about that anymore. But here it is. So we really do need to just tap into that. Number 5 is alive. I am fully capable of changing this, even though in my head, I have had several arguments with the dentist. In my head, when I was boiling water for my tea, she says to me, oh, we'll just fix it. It's not a big deal. And I fucking lost it. I'm like, not a big deal. You didn't ask my permission. I specifically told you never to use mercury fillings. You went ahead and put mercury in my child's mouth. Now you're going to expose my child to mercury again for the second time. You lied straight to my face. Like, please don't try to tone this down and tell me it's not a big deal. Like, and then I realized I'm fighting with her in my head. And I just like, it's like, would an apology make this better? Or like, do you know, like sometimes like you want people to apologize, but then it's like, don't even waste my time. It's like, that should be the only thing that comes out of her mouth. But what difference does an apology make if you don't want it or accept it? So anyways, wrestling a little bit. I would like to not torture myself for a whole more 7 days, because her appointment isn't until next Friday. I'd like to not torture myself until next Friday afternoon with this, because what can I really do at this point? Number 5, Rowan. So yeah, they're very happy. Both of them are putting their hands in focus up to the light. In the Rowan poetry blessing is: habit threatens, social masks and routine paralyzes, the river dries up. Listen, do you hear the call? Follow your inspiration, and day by day you will step into the flow of creation. All right, let me read that again. Habit threatens. So Rowan is like, habits threaten you. Social masks and routine paralyzes you. The river will dry up. When we are just in a routine, in a rut, wearing social masks, very interesting, Rowan. When we are just in a habit, when we are just, the river does dry up. What's driving up? A call. Do you hear it? Do you hear the call, you guys? Listen. Do you hear the call? Follow your inspiration, and day by day you will step into the flow of creation. So we've got the Rowan angels here with us today. If we open ourselves up fully to the Rowan tree's energetic field, inspiration will strike like a bolt of lightning. Whether the impulse comes from our inner voice, our higher self, or our angelic beings, or our angelic being, or whether it is from the tree or even God himself, everything is concealed within the light, because we have already leapt up and begun to turn our ideas into action. We find ourselves painting, writing, composing music, following our heart's desire. There's no need to analyze why. We just feel compelled to do it. So if you weren't being dictated on what to do every day, like, oh, I gotta go to work now. If like you weren't driving to work right now, what would you be doing? What would have called you? Like if you literally just had time, space, like nothing else, quote, to do that you had to do, what kind of call would you get? Like I've been hearing the call a little bit, like I want to get back to making things. I'm just not sure what I want to make or do. I mean, I make podcasts. I do. I know I do that. But like I've been kind of wanting to be crafty, but like the thing is like sometimes I'm crafty and then the stuff just, I mean, I craft to craft and then I don't really want it here because I'm also a minimalist, but I do have a really amazing sewing machine. And like I used to sew more, and now I don't really feel like there's time to sew. And I keep thinking, well, maybe like if you move the sewing machine downstairs, you'll, not in your bedroom. Because once I finally make it to the bedroom, I'm in bed. Like I'm not sitting up anymore. Like I'm on the heating pad, like staring at the wall if I'm not tired. But I need to lay down at some point in the day. Like I really am like, and we're laying down. So what are you compelled to do? You don't have to analyze why. Rowan's like, don't think about it too much. Just, what would you do? Would you paint? Would you write? I mean, I love listening to music and dancing. I love that. Sometimes I just get a pen, like a good Bic pen, like that flows on the paper, and I just doodle. Sometimes I just doodle. So anyways, what would you get the call for? So, we experience ourselves as willing tools of creation at the center of the joyous river of being. So when you allow yourself to hear the call, follow the desire, follow this just feels right to do right now, we'll experience ourselves as willing tools of creation. Action that derives from such knowledge of the inner self always brings fulfillment. So if you follow your inner calling, it will always bring you fulfillment. You'll enjoy yourself. It'll feel good. You're flowing energy through your body the way your body was intended. It'll feel good. It'll bring fulfillment. The results of such creativity always have a truth and sincerity to them, even if they could not be determined a masterpiece, which would require a great deal of practice of training and the blessing of the ash. So it's like, just do it, even if it's like not the best. Paint just to paint. If you want to become really skillful, masterful, you got to connect and get blessed by the ash tree. And practice. And that's what we talked about yesterday, was strength. You get good at whatever you practice. Yet it is also right to be cautious with regard to allowing ourselves to be carried along on this great river of inspiration in case we lose sight of our roots and neglect our promises to those around us. So Rowan is being a little bit logical, like, all right, like, make sure you're still. Like me today, make sure we're doing our Thursday before our Friday, right? Like, because I know a lot of people tune in just for the trees. I'm with you, girls. I love them too. Especially Rowan today. I feel like this is just so timely. Inspiration that comes from the center of our being. And that made me claw my solar plexus, the center of our being. Like tickle myself. Inspiration that comes from that center of our being has yet another gift for us. Okay? One that is even more important than creativity. Another gift, right? We become profoundly aware of our identity, which protects us from all sorts of worldly dangers. So when we know who we are, our identity, who we truly are inside, just claw your solar plexus, your belly, tickle, tickle, tickle. It protects us from worldly dangers like social role-playing, showing off, and always seeking the limelight, manipulating or being manipulated by others. So these worldly dangers, like that happens, like yesterday, again with the strength. That one strength card from the Sacred Lynn V. Andrews Oracle said, when someone can get inside our head and turn us upside down, like when they can, that is us being told that, we don't know what we're doing and we're not strong enough. But it's like, that's basically us not knowing who we are yet, in a way. And I'm just thinking of all the experiences in my life that's given me that mirror, that reflection. Those worldly dangers, being manipulated, or, just dropping into a role because that's what you're supposed to be like in that moment. But really, like, is that even who you are? And if you knew yourself better, you wouldn't succumb to that. So just kind of something to think about. An extra benefit, an extra gift from following your creativity allows you to know more of who you truly are. And when you are solid in that identity of your true self, you don't have to always seek out attention or always have to put on a social mask, a role-playing mask, or manipulate others, or unknowingly or allow yourself knowingly to be manipulated by others. With Rowan at our side, we can be true to ourselves. So that's the message of the Rowan angels today. Be true to yourself. When Rowan, you want Rowan by your side, because when the angelic being of Rowan is absent, our lives, it's so easy to say lies when I say lives, which is funny. It's kind of like a little Freudian slip in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like our lives, but if we're not being truly authentic, they are our lies. Okay, so I do that often. I just think it's funny. Ha, ha, ha. Let me begin again. When the angelic being of Rowan is absent in our lives are bereft of ideas and somehow inauthentic. We just don't have any of our own ideas of anything. This lack of originality can lead to plagiarism and thinking in cliches, or is it cliches? I don't know. I think it's cliches, but it could be cliches or clicks. I don't know. Anyways, it's like then you just pretend to be something you're not, or act like somebody else, or I don't know. It's like you just don't know who you are. Other signs of the absence of Rowan could be boredom, lack, boredom, a feeling of emptiness, and then finally depression. So yeah, like we want to definitely, we don't have to be naked like these young angels in the Rowan tree, but if that's what we think we should do, they're so sweet. They're just looking up. They're being inspired, they're joyful, genuinely. And, yesterday also the Arcturians really want us to take it easy and have a more easy path, but yet we just are so tortured and we take the hard path and we're just not joyous. And it just, yesterday I really reflected a lot on how difficult it is to be human. And with these minds that just eat us up alive, and it's like, don't you want to be, I know I want to be genuinely joyful. I would it sounds good to me, but it's just so obvious when we're not, and it's like, dang. So let's invite the angelic spirit of Rowan into our lives more so we can be true to ourselves, so we are not bored and empty and depressed and just faking the funk and being there's this song on this playlist that I listened to yesterday. Do you know what K-pop is? Like Korean pop music, K-pop. I fucking love K-pop. My kids are making fun of me. I don't care. It's so happy. I love it. But there's this song called You're So Fucking Fake, and it's like really happy because it's K-pop. It's like, you're so fucking fake, and it's like really happy, beautiful music in a way. But you know, it's basically saying what Rowan is saying. What happens when, you know, we are not true to ourselves. I wonder if I could find, maybe it doesn't probably have the F word in the, if you just look up fake or you're so fake. Anyways, I'll try to find it so I can tell you who sings it so you can listen to it and laugh with me when, well, I'll tell you what song got me started on it. Dynamite by BTS. Have you heard this one yet? It's so happy. I love this song. And then, so I went to Spotify, listened to Dynamite by BTS, and then you can click on the little 3 dots on Spotify, and you can go to a radio station that's based on that song, and then they'll just play songs that are a lot like it, you know. So anyways, the Dynamite song, it was on this playlist, and I can't see the word fake, but anyways, maybe it's not called that. I thought it was, but anyways, there's a lot of funny songs. There's some songs I have to skip over because they're inappropriate for me. and then there's some songs I just absolutely love. So anyways, all right, let's drink some tea. Rowan the Oracle says, habit threatens. Social masks and routine paralyzes. The river dries up. Listen. Do you hear the call? Follow your inspiration, and day by day you will step into the flow of creation. All right, so let me tell you the name of the song. All right, yeah, that was beautiful. Let me tell you the name of this K-pop song. Okay, it's Fake, and it does have an E by it, right? That's E for everyone, I think. No, it does say bad words. It's by Lauv, 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 and Conan Gray. So Lauv, Lauv, Love, and Conan Gray. Anyways, it's funny. It's funny. And then I just was reading the Arcturian council narrating thing that I do for Daniel Scranton, and they said in it, you know, notice when you're tense, but then also notice when you're loose. And we want you to be as, you know, loose as you can be to receive these gigantic energy downloads that are coming to us here at the end of 2020. And then it made me think of another song that's embarrassing that I love, and it is called Loose, and it's from Kaskade. So also look, when you're done listening to Fake, I want you to listen to Loose, and it's by Kaskade with a K, Kaskade, Kaskade. And then you'll understand a little bit more about who I am as a human being. I mean, like, I could just, and then, you know, after Loose, then listen, while you're also listening to Kaskade songs, listen to Fun. Okay, so Fake, Loose, Fun. That's what we want to be doing right now. Fake, Loose, Fun. It's all. Fun is also by Kaskade. So anyways, that's where I've been, listening to the Dynamite BTS radio on Spotify. And I just uploaded the December 2020 energies and new portals. The Arcturians are trying to figure out where to put these portals. And I'm like, honey, put them right over my house. Okay? Put them right over my house and blast me with some new energies. Please, that's what I need. That's what I want. All right, now I need to put my phone away. All right, so I'm thinking while I'm waiting for I'm washing my bed sheets. I had a really sweaty night last night. Did you? Like, did anyone else like rip their shirt off in the middle of the night? Or was that just me? So I was like, yeah, like let's wash the bed sheets. And I mean, they need it done anyways. Like I'm doing the whole thing. But I don't know, my washing machine struggles with sheets. Like it uses way too much water and then it doesn't drain out right. And so I'm not sure what setting. There is a sheet setting on it. I know, you're like, just put it on that. But that seems to use like way too much water. Like I'm trying to conserve water because, you know, the whole world's in a drought right now because Rowan says the rivers dry up. The rivers dry up when you don't follow your passion. So as a collective, if you want to connect what we do as a collective to like our actual water supply, that kind of is interesting to look at it that way. All right, so we're going to do a little bit different things now because I did flip throughs for all of my Oracle decks except actually this Tree Angel one and the Hypnotic Word and maybe a Crystal deck. But anyways, I did most of my Oracle decks. Like I have them on YouTube now. And I had to take everything out of the drawer. And when I put them back, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put all the tree decks here in the bottom drawer since I have a couple extra now. So let's now do a new tree deck called the Voice of the Trees by Mickey Mueller. And they're tiny little cards. They're like tarot size cards, but it just seems tiny because there's only 25 or something. And let's see who we got here. Okay, so coming in right away is Oracle and Teacher from Alder. And this dude is on a like rock out in the middle of a stream, and he is just meditating, and he has his shield above him and his sword beside him, and there's the tree alphabet thing that's all in all the cards. It shows you what the tree alphabet is. Ooh, there's a crow. Oh my god, it's raining. I didn't even notice it was raining until just now. Yeah, it's like definitely raining, but like here's the thing, I didn't notice it because he's not noticing it. Like he is so inward. You can see his reflection in the water. He's inward so much that you can see his white aura around him. He doesn't even notice it's raining. There's a crow or raven, it's hard to tell. Like actually, yeah, it's hard to tell with that, but sometimes you can tell by the beak. Ravens have bigger beaks. Yeah, he's very focused, very much oblivious to the rain. And I feel like that's like that's got to be a big message because I didn't see the rain. I literally did not see that it was raining, and it is raining diagonal. It's not even just like a drizzle coming down straight. It's coming at him diagonal, and he is unfazed. So this is, let's see here. How do I find these in this book? They're probably in the tree alphabet order. Words, please, Sadie. Words come out of my mouth. Let me see here if I can find. And then at some point I got to run downstairs and unplug the pump. Oh, you didn't know I illegally, this is not legal to do, pump your gray water out the basement window. But I do it because my septic cannot handle the laundry water. Like literally it cannot handle that shit. So I have my washing machine go into a big drum and then I pump it out. That's why I have to really watch the water too, because like I've been known to overflow the drum. Not really me, it was my washing machine that overflowed the drum. So anyways, hey man, do what you gotta do. There's no laundry police that I know of circling my town. I think where I live, I can probably get away with it. I mean, I am getting away with it. Ha ha. All right, I think it needs unplugged. I'll be right back. All right. So I went down there and the washing machine just finished as well. So I put my sheets in the dryer. Guess I was just at the right place at the right time. Arcturians, it's starting already. And then I walked through the kitchen so I could walk through the Palo Santo incense smoke. And I looked at the clock and it said 10:10. And I was like, tap, tap, at the right place, at the right time, perfect 10. We have to start getting into that mindset. Like, I am where I am. I'm at the right place at the right time. Don't force anything. They say right now is not the time to be forcing things to happen. It's more of a surrendering and allowing. And this was good for me to hear. Like, if something is not happening in your life, try to see it like it's not happening for a reason, because your guides are trying to put you in the right place at the right time. So there is a matter of placement for you. And if something is not happening right now, don't force it, because we're trying to get you in the perfect place at the right time to receive these transmissions. And I think this is a big, winter solstice, energy. Like, I think it's important for you to be around your people this winter solstice and at the end of the year. Like, even though, like, right now I'm looking at Alder, he seems pretty isolated up there. He is connecting with his higher self, and he's getting what he needs. The Rowan tree, there are two angels in the Rowan tree, and it's like, make sure, like, I think it's really good to join forces. I'm feeling like this join forces type of kind of summoning, whether that's online, whether that's, I know I see Solara Ann Ross, she's going to do a free Zoom for people just to be together a few times in December and then on the solstice, because collectively, and when you listen to my podcast, we are collectively here together. Even if you're not here as the words are coming out of my mouth, it doesn't matter. Like, we're in a collective space. Anytime you tune into anything that other people are also tuning into, we are putting our energies in the same pot, and we're kind of joining in together. So when we join and hang out and we say, okay, number 5, Rowan, we want to change our energies. When there's several of us saying that, we learned this when we studied the laws of the universe our first year together. We learned that, that power of 3 and that collective energy comes together. And I just look up and see 311. It comes together, and is tripled, quadrupled, whatever. It's amplified. Let's just skip the math and use descriptive words. It is amplified when we come together. When we come together and just take a deep breath and sink down into that calm place of, like, I don't know, do they call it 0 point stillness? Is that what that is? Like, when literally everything else drops away and you're just in that bottom of the exhale and you sit in that clear space. When we take a second to just chill the fuck out together, it is very good for the collective. It's very good for us individually and the collective. Now, Alder has a divining charm for us that says, oracle wisdom, like milk flowing down, shields your position like the tooth of a hound. In your quest of the spiritual warrior, be wise. Shield your emotions while you heed good advice. So Alder is the blessed tree that speaks to you of your own inner teacher, as well as taking the advice of a sage, okay? But now it's time to be open to the counsel of a teacher or a mentor, or as well as your spirit guides. While seeking knowledge, don't discount your own wise counsel. So a spiritual warrior, that's who you are at 505. I just like to look up and see the numbers. You are wise enough to seek inspiration, listen to advice, weigh your options thoughtfully, but always use your own judgment. But it's smart to explore your possibilities before acting on advice. And, sometimes the best thing I think to do is find the answers you need when you connect with this sage within you. So I might give you a suggestion, but then you got to take it inside of you and think, does that work for me, or do I want to do that? Does that, yes, no, and then almost forget about me and just listen to you. But sometimes it's so helpful to just get a little bit of piece of information from someone outside of you, because actually they are within you, but let's not complicate it. And allow these reflections, these teachers, these sages to help us, remind us what we already know. Okay, anyways. Don't close yourself off to good advice, basically, is what I don't want to call it Ash, but it's not Ash, it's Elder. Ash is the one that Rowan mentioned that could bless us into mastery. Apparently we're not getting that today. We're not getting that today. The alder, A-L-D-E-R, tree is known as the king of waters. So a lot of times you'll see it growing near water. So the king of waters. And I like that because it's like he said to protect our emotions, shield our emotions while you heed good advice. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, now's not the time to, like Rowan said, let ourselves be dictated by manipulation. Don't let anyone manipulate your emotions right now, which basically means you got to tune out a lot of stuff right now, like the news and politics and the news and politics. Because they are just wanting to play off your emotions and your fear. And it's like, dang, they really laid it on thick this week, They really laid it on thick. Blowing up, I don't know if they did this in your state, but Pennsylvania, they blew up our phones with an emergency COVID thing, like basically just trying to scare everybody from having Thanksgiving together. And, a lot of us chose for our own reasons not to. I didn't want to cough on grandma, and then my other aunt, they woke up with cold symptoms, and they decided to stay home. Well, then they ended up going to the hospital anyways, because I guess my cousin cut himself with a sharp knife. He had to get 5 stitches. So they ended up going to the hospital anyways, but for other reasons, But they didn't go to Thanksgiving. So it was a really quiet Thanksgiving at my aunt's house. And it was a really quiet Thanksgiving here. And thanks for everybody who reached out. Thank you, Robin Rose, for your generosity, a little extra gobble donation. Thank you so much. That will probably either go to a Christmas gift for my daughters or rabbit food. So I've had a couple extra donations this month. Flora Libra, thank you so much. And they literally came at a time where I was like, dang, like, I don't know if I can make this week happen. Like, an extra $20 would be so fantastic. And then poof, it came to me. So thank you so much. I really hope that 2021 isn't as tight as the end of 2020 is starting to feel. But like I told you guys, my ex-husband is struggling with the bills, and so if I want to keep the internet on here, the internet's like $120 here. That's what it is, because we have to have good internet apparently. And if I want to upload podcasts and videos, so anyways, that's another reason why I feel like I need to get my projects done, because I might just not be able to afford internet anymore at some point. So speaking of 2021, I didn't tell you this yet, but I'm going to tell you now. I had a moment a couple days ago where, you know how I scheduled 2020, like Spirit just came in and helped me focus, and I scheduled 2021. I scheduled 20 weeks in 2021. So I was like trying to decide come back or not, and the whole year seemed a little like, I don't know if I can commit to a whole year. Well, Spirit, they're always so good with those compromises. They're like, how about a half a year? And I'm like, well, I can't really complain with that. So I have the 20 more herbs to do in 2021, and we are going to power up intensely on our Wednesdays. We're not going to manifest more stuff anymore. We're going to power up, and I don't even know what to expect because there's not just one word, there's 3. So basically we're going to have some threesomes on Wednesdays with some power up energies, and I think it's going to be really good, definitely for me and hopefully for you as well. All right, so Alder here. I would love to be able to meditate that deeply, like to the point where it's raining and I'm like shielded by my aura of light and totally into it. That's an interesting word, like intuition, into it. Totally into it. That's so funny. And yeah, I love that. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? I feel like I want more trees. Like I feel like I want a forest around him. I'm gonna grab Jane Struther's deck, the Wisdom of Trees Oracle, and see what trees want to grow around this alder and this rowan. Let me see. Okay, here we got one. We have Eastern Cottonwood. Interesting. Because I feel like right away I see the wind is blowing in this tree as well. I'm going to put it to the right of alder. Eastern Cottonwood has all those little silk ribbons tied on it. It's got a green border. So it's all about wisdom. And that's what the Oracle Teacher Alder card is talking about, wisdom. Even Rowan is talking about right in your gut, in your belly, in your solar plexus, your wisdom in there. You're very wise to do whatever the hell you want to do, to follow your passions, to not let your river run dry, to know who you are. And Eastern Cottonwood has a message of connection. She says, I have great wisdom. The rustling of my leaves means that I am in continual communication with the Supreme Being. She's always talking to Spirit. Let me show you how to become as one with the world around you so that everyone can benefit from your blessing. Now, is that funny to you? Do you remember at the beginning of this podcast that I said everyone needs our blessing, even the people that don't deserve it? And Eastern Cottonwood is saying, yes, everyone can benefit from your blessing, even the people that your judgmental ego doesn't think deserves it. You are still connected to them. You are connected to everyone and everything. And her rustling leaves, think about how beautiful and sweet that is. She is continually in communication with the Supreme Being, like a constant prayer to the Great Spirit. There is no division between you and all the other beings in the world, whether you consider them to be creatures or inert things or Democrats or Republicans. There is no division. Why are we allowing ourselves to be played? Learn to connect with them, to appreciate and understand them, and to honor them. See, even the rock that Alder is meditating on out in the middle of the creek. That is a creature. That is, even though we think it's a rock, it's inert, that has consciousness. I've been sleeping with my rocks. One in particular, a smoky quartz. It feels good in my hand. And it has energy. It has its own energy. And a native thing to do is to put the rock to your chest. And yeah, let yourself feel into the energy of the rock, of the stone, of the crystal. And then let that rock feel into your energy. Like, it's actually an exchange of energy. So anyways, and that's kind of interesting because like you're like, well, I can see myself getting into the energy of the crystal, but wait, then you let the crystal have the experience of you? And I'm like, yeah, do it. Like, be open to it, because you're going to start to see lines fade. You're going to see that like everything is an extension of you. And your energy can merge with the energy of everything. And you're connected to everything. And there is no division between you and all the other beings in the world. So anyways, it's a really good practice to do to enhance your spiritual connection, to reduce the feeling of being isolated or alienated, right? Like, separation don't feel good, you know? And it's like, and aren't you sick of hating people for just having different beliefs? That's so silly. So we need to start blessing everyone, even the dentist, even the Democrats, even the Republicans, right? Like, I don't know about you, but like, I don't know how, it's probably really easy. So it's like, just stop being lazy. But I really just need to change my voter card to independent. Like, really. like this is embarrassing to even be part of this game. Like, I still want to vote, I guess. But I don't want to be on either side. Like, you both need to leave me the fuck alone. And I bless you, because we're all connected. So cottonwood leaves can actually be used to treat inflammation, relieve pain. You can make a steam from the decoction of the bark, stems, and leaves. And the steam can cure snake bites, I guess. So anyways, I want to just tell you that, yeah, there is a powerful association with the Eastern cottonwood with several Native American tribes. It's sacred to the Sioux, who believed that its almost perpetually rustling leaves are in constant prayer to the Great Spirit. That's just so beautiful to me. The tribe also conducts its annual sun dance, which sends blessings to all beings and all things around a young cottonwood tree. So yeah, just remember that, you know, everything is essential. Everything's a piece in the jigsaw puzzle of creation, of life. You are an essential piece into the puzzle, and so is everybody else. And sometimes, you know, it's like, we just have to remember that, like, hold on. We have to remember that the cherry blossom wants to jump out of the deck. We have to remember that, like, you know, sometimes it's like we play the good guys for people and sometimes we haven't. And it's like, why? It's just a play. It's just all a theatrical production. So it's almost time for us all to gather on the stage and join hands and take a bow. Like, wow, what an incredible production. You really had me on the edge of my seat. You really almost convinced me that the villain was gonna win, but the good guys, and those are around quotes, the good guys, you know, came in at the end and, you know, shined the light, and it was such a happy ending. Nobody's going home disappointed. But you know what? We have to understand that, like, we're addicted to drama. We're just ridiculously addicted to drama. All right, Cherry Tree wants, is she's on the other side. And it's beautiful because it's like a diagonal view of a cherry tree branch twig in blossom. But it's just coming out perfectly, like for the left side of the spread. So we've got 4 cards now. The cherry tree is all about power and purity. It's part of the red fruit, flower, and seed border. So it's about power. Whereas Eastern Cotton was about wisdom. Now we're ending with power. And then I think we'll do a Celtic tree. And then I better quit talking for the day. So anyways, it's like, what a beautiful spin-off though, because like after Eastern Cottonwood understands us, makes us understand that we are connected to everything and everyone, even the dentist. She's just my villain right now. She just needs to show me something. So I'm gonna bless her. I'm gonna fucking bless her. I'm gonna bless her with my fist. I'm gonna bless her anyways, because she's part of everything, just like I am part of everything. What's the point? We're all gonna die. I'm just trying to take every perspective, like, and just see, like, if anything makes me feel better. Cherry says, think of my beautiful flowers, because she wants to bring in a message of purity now. Think of my beautiful flowers glinting in the sunshine. Imagine them dancing in the breeze to signal the death of winter and the birth of spring. I am connected with the cycles of nature and can show you how to become one with them. That's another thing. Winter's coming up here for us. And it's like, except for my Australian friends, you guys are opposite of us. Which is so weird, isn't it? Okay, so anyways, don't get sidetracked, Sade. The point is, I think for the first time, we need to love winter like we've never loved winter before. Isn't it like feeling so good? Doesn't death feel so good right now? When you think of 2020, doesn't death to 2020 feel good to you? An ending of a cycle. So when the snow comes and the ice comes and the more snow, we want so much snow this winter, please. Like, let's bless it and love it, and with every dying blade of grass, see that ending of the cycles in 2020. Like, you could really celebrate and love death and ending of cycles like you never did before. If number 5 has been a problem with you, like change, you're like, I'm afraid of change, I don't like change, well, hello, don't you want 2020 to change? See, change is good. See, maybe that's a lot of the lesson for people right now. So let's be one with the cycles of nature. Let's stop cursing the weather. Let's stop bitching about the seasons. Let's see the beauty and connect with the cycles of nature. Now, Cherry says, do not complicate your life with anxieties. Don't complicate your life with anxieties. Concentrate on the beauty of nature and trust in the endless cycle of all living things. Keep your thoughts and intentions pure and honest, and treat others with an open and loving heart. So yeah, if we've been lacking joy, we need to start focusing on nature, buying ourselves flowers, at Aldi's. They're $3.99. Like, I went through a phase like that. I don't need them now, like, but like there was a couple months where I needed to buy myself flowers just to help me see beauty, like put it right in my face. But this morning I went outside. It's a little drizzle of a rain, but mild, and I loved walking around in it. It felt so good to be outside this morning. So let's start to really be connected to the everything. Go outside every morning, no matter what. Even if it is horrid and you can only stay on the porch for a couple minutes, go outside and just appreciate nature in her expression. Be like, wow, this weather is intense, like amazing. You don't have to judge it bad. Just be wowed. Be appreciative. Be at ease with the cycles. Find something beautiful in nature. You can do it. Like yesterday, I looked outside the window and I thought, dang, the grass actually looks really green for the end of November, because it just been mild and it rained and it was beautiful. So just find something to appreciate. Cherry also wants us to keep our thoughts pure, our intentions pure, our bodies pure. Okay, if you, now would be a good time to break up with any substances that you know are not good for you. All ate like pigs yesterday, right? Oh my God, I suffered. And I didn't even overdo it that much, but it's just like, even just eating a little too much for me, you know, my body's like, can we please just eat vegetables and green juice for like a week now? So let's clean up our minds, our bodies, our intentions, our thoughts, our focus. And then that takes me back to Alder there, where his intentions are pure. He wants to connect with his inner teacher, his inner oracle. You know, and he's so focused. And he's so fine. He's so fine. He is so fine with the weather. He is. It's just such a great message of connectedness. And now the little Rowan angels who have their hands up, right? They're down there. They're focused on the light. They really are. Even though it's raining right above them, they're bringing in the light from the eastern cottonwood morning sun. They're bringing in the moon light from the cherry tree at night with that big frosty mountain in the background. They're pulling in the light from the sides, even if it's raining right above them. Cool. All right, let's end. I think let's end with a Celtic. Yeah, let's end with a Celtic. All right, so the Celtic Tree Oracle by Sherilyn Hidalgo. But first, I just finished my chai tea, and I want to tell you that when you go to Aldi's to buy yourself some $3.99 flowers, also look, they have some holiday teas that are really good. They have a chai, like a spiced chai, and it's not with the other tea. It's like over in their holiday aisle. And then they also have a tea called Snowman. Is that what it is? No, it's called Candy Cane. Oh, so close. Is it called Snowman? No, honey, it's called Candy Cane. And it has like peppermint, spearmint. I feel like it has chicory, maybe licorice, and something else in it too. Hold on, now I gotta tell you. It's really good. My son likes it too. My son, who is 8 years old, in my dream last night, I woke up and looked at him in his room today. His mustache almost startled me. Like, that's how convincing my dream was. I woke up and I was like, and now you have a mustache. Peppermint, cinnamon, spearmint, licorice, roasted carob, natural flavor, and roasted chicory. And it's called Candy Cane. And it's really good. It's really good. Peppermint, cinnamon, spearmint, licorice, roasted carob, and chicory, and some other stuff that they're not going to tell you. Natural flavor. Anyways, candy cane. It's got little penguins on it. It's cute. And then I'm enjoying the spiced chai. They should just have these all year. They're good. They're good. All right. Can we have a Celtic tree? I mean, Rowan's a Celtic tree. We've already had Celtic tree. Alder's a Celtic tree, but this is Celtic tree oracle. All right. Let's see who wants to come in. Who would like to end us? End us, please. Put us down. Put us out of our suffering, our misery. Let us get happy though about ending some stuff. Ooh, I feel like that's there for us today. You know, ending judgment, ending divisiveness, ending separation, ending 2020. All right. Geez, I wonder what our card is. Okay, so one flipped, like a backflip, and like they're all facing down except one that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hilarious. It's the 5th card up from the bottom. It's facing upright, looking at me like saying, I'm your card. It's number 11, Vine. And it's got this beautiful grape leaf, just one, with a little tiny bunch of purple blue grapes. And it was just laying on it like beautiful. It's like something to meditate on. So we'll put that above our meditator. Put the vine up there. Number 11, which is a master number. Absolutely. 511. We've got 5 and 11, the numbers that are visible to me. 511. Change, and change that allows us to flow into our mastery or blow. We got so much breeziness, energy, a lot of wind. Blowing, flowing, raining, loose. You're going to love that song. Okay. Number 11, though. I don't know if we ever got this. I don't know if we've ever gotten the vine from this deck. Let's see. Now, the totems are the lion, the sylphs, which is air, the nymphs, which is maybe water, right? Elves and fairies. The deities and guides are Dionysus, I don't know, the green man, Pan, Lu, the mother aspect of the goddess. Aw. And the celebration, the 10th lunation celebration, is my son's birthday, August 1st. All right, very interesting. And I also think it's interesting that I said there's so much air, breezy wind, and the sylphs are here. The lion totem is interesting because just with the ending of 2020, there's a lot of lion energies. 1111 Lion's Gate, or was that 88 Lion's Gate? However, it's like the lions did not go anywhere. And there's a big story circulating in the dream time of just that story of a lion cub got lost from the tribe, and a bunch of sheep, a flock of sheep, took it in and fed it and raised it and taught it how to act like a sheep because they were sheep. And then one day, King Lion was walking by this flock of sheep, and what does he lay his eyes on but a lion acting like a sheep? And he was like, fuck this. And he went down and he grabbed that lion by the scruff of his neck and took him over to the pond and made him look at his reflection. And he said, look at yourself. Why are you acting like a sheep? You're a lion. And so anyways, he got him the hell out of there and reminded him of who he truly was. And that story is so prevalent right now because that's what happened to us. We're actually lions. and we somehow fell into a flock of sheep, and we all are just acting like sheep, obeying orders, not thinking for ourselves, not understanding we are sovereign lions. We are kings and queens. And somehow they got us all flocked together and are obnoxiously playing this out right in front of our eyes. So anyways, Vine, I feel like the first message is for you to wake up and remember you are a lion. Now, the key words to this card, number 11, is bringing things to fruition: abundance, harvest, community, prophecy, psychic, enjoyment, celebration, laughter, abundance, more abundance, 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 summer, intoxication, ecstasy. It almost makes you want to drink a little wine, just a little bit. Wait, Cherry said, no, I just told you to quit drinking the wine. And Vine was like, just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, so here, all vines and brambles are honored, including the blackberry. So it's like Rowan in the blessings of the Eastern Cottonwood. We're going to bless everybody with cherry and now vine, even the blackberry. Right? Even some of these vines that we think we don't want, even the blackberry, even the dentist. What is important now is gratitude for the outcome of our creations, of our fertility, of the fruits created through the cooperation. So this celebration on August 1st, this harvest, this community, this abundance, literal fruit, fruition, celebration is encouraged. And that was fennel all week. Holy crap, we forgot to do our affirmations. That was fennel all week. Encourage us to celebrate our accomplishments. Encourage us to step into our power and be strong. The little black swallowtail butterfly, have the strength. Encourage us to sing, dance, tell stories, enjoy the sun, focus on abundance, enjoy our abundance. So yeah, that's how we're ending our reading with Vine. You are promised abundance and fulfillment. Good karma is coming your way. That's what the Arcturian said this week. And I was like, bring it. You harvest what you have worked so hard to create. You can expect results and tangible manifestations. Intangible man. Tangible manifestation. Pat yourself on the back. Take your bows and enjoy the recognition and applause. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, fennel, and I'm so glad we're saying these together. I cultivate strength in myself and others. I am strong and confident. I relax and find my courage. There is nothing that cannot be handled. I trust my process. I celebrate my progress. I enjoy flexibility in every aspect of my life. I cultivate strength in myself and others. I am strong and confident. I relax and find my courage. There is nothing that cannot be handled. I trust my process. I celebrate my progress. I enjoy flexibility in every aspect of my life. And so it is. We had to slip those in there real quick. So this vine is a great Thanksgiving week card to get, because we do want to sing the praises of gratitude and count our blessings. And yeah, vine is definitely suggesting a celebration, sharing gratitude for the bounty available, getting together with others, celebrating your community, being grateful for all that you have. And do not take the fulfillment for granted. Like, really appreciate. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm thankful. I appreciate everything so much. I'm so full of gratitude. I love. Like, really celebrate all the good things. Celebrate your accomplishments. Celebrate your abundance. Celebrate the creative expression through the arts, theater, writing, performance, painting. Rowan said, open up to that creative energy. Let the rivers get full of water again. Celebrate your looseness. Celebrate you relaxing and surrendering and allowing. So this is a time for something big. You can feel it. Do you hear the call? Do you feel the feeling? This is a time for something big. Tap into this bigger than life energy and expect expansion, expect creativity and generosity. This is also a time to seek the oracle, as Vine encourages prophecy. Find a good reader or select your own favorite tool. Well, welcome to the podcast, Herb Oracle. Thank you for joining me. But I just think it's funny because in the center of these trees is the oracle, the teacher, the alder, who says, yes, it is time to seek out the oracle, but also recognize you are the oracle. We can share our visions, readings, prophecies with each other. I can appreciate yours and you can appreciate mine, but ultimately, we are our own oracle. And we reflect for each other. We reflect for each other what we need to see. We are all connected. We are all in this together. Absolutely. Just like the vine, just like all those rowan berries, just like all those eastern cottonwoods, just like the cherry is one with the cycles of nature. We are in this together. But yeah, it is a good time to connect with your own divination and be aware of maybe what is being prophesized, but also, it's like be aware of it, but then also really stay in your now moment of joy and bliss and connection and appreciation. It's like, okay, I feel something big's building up, and I'm going to do my part and get into the receptive stage, the receptive place, openness, right? Openness, so I can be loose and have fun and appreciate and get those good feelings going. And it's like, I know the world's going to shit, but I'm still going to go paint this painting. Like, I understand. Everything is just, I don't know, man. It's hard to know what's what and what's true and what's whatever. But I know what's true for me right now, and I'm going to turn up this music and feel good. I am going to crack open this bottle of wine. I actually don't have any wine. I don't even have a wine bottle opener. I drink wine at my friend's house, just like I eat turkey at my friend's house, and then I come home. But I know there's this one bottle of wine that you don't need it's a screw top. I think it's called Bewitched, maybe, and it's actually pretty good. And so I've been thinking about that lately, but but probably not going to partake because I am really trying to clean out my body big time for the winter solstice energies. Oh yeah, I feel it. Do you feel it? It's time. So anyways, relax. Allow yourself some downtime. Don't try to force things. Don't try to be over controlling. If you feel unworthy or frightened or anything like that, you need to tap into the energy of the lion. If you're feeling timid or unworthy or fearful, tap into the lion energy. Remember, you have that within you. The lion radiates courage and strength and power. I'm surprised we didn't have a lion yesterday. We had a bear. We had a bear yesterday for strength. But yeah, tap into your inner lion, your solar plexus, your place of power and true identity. So anyways, on that note, let's wrap it up at 11:01 with 11, the vine. Who says, I am the vine, and I bring you the fruits of your labor. I promise you the rewards of completions, and I hope you have been cultivating the very best. Take a moment to give gratitude for that which is good in your life and for the mysteries and magic of Mother Nature. Share something with others, be it your time or your resources. Share something. Plan a celebration. Honor your community, your family, your friends. Laugh and sing together. Take a moment also to thank yourself. Think about what you are proud of. Take a moment to sit in the sun and draw from the solar power that feeds us all. And that is what it literally looks like the Rowan angels are doing, putting their hands up to the sun, the solar power, and allowing themselves to be fed by that light, by that energy, by that divine inspiration, by that right. It is our right to be fed. It is our right to have our lion status. It is our right to be connected to everything. Separation is a lie. Separation is an illusion, and we need to start recognizing that within our own lives so that we can recognize that as a collective, so that we can come together and feel abundance, feel love, feel source, so we can feel the wine together, you guys. Anyways, thanks so much for hanging out with me in the trees today. Thank you, Vine. Thank you, Alder. Thank you, Cottonwood. Thank you, Cherry. And thank you, Rowan. Yeah, we really do just need, to hang tight and hold on to the light and allow ourselves to be guided by what feels right inside of us and what does bring us delight. So anyways, I have no idea what the heck the name of this podcast is going to be. I'm going to have to think about it and let it sink in for a second. But I just really know this was definitely like a nice pick me up, a nice little smoothing of the edges, and really a great reminder for us to count our blessings again and again at the top of our lungs and sing and dance and be merry and be grateful and really full of appreciation for ourselves and others and our divine journey together. So many blessings to you and all of you, even the dentist.